Hello there, and welcome back to another edition of the Hot Lap Classic. Today we are taking a look at the 1995 Honda Integra SiR-G. This car was requested by Inferno the Fox, and it is the return of the mighty Honda Integra. We had one of these go around a long time ago, it's had a very quick time, and now it's back. Unlike that one though, this one is not turbo converted, it's running natural aspiration. It also does not have the racing mod instead. I found it in the used car dealership with this fantastic purple colour, so I had to use that. Front engine, front wheel drive, 247 horsepower, 1,113 kilos, a decent amount of torque. Interested to see how this car gets along. To find out how it does get along, it is going to get 6 laps of the Motorsports Land track to set the best time it possibly can. Our current leader is a Suzuki Scudo Pikes Peak Edition outside time in 27.710. The Integra is unlikely to beat that. But I am very curious to see where this car may end up. Because, well, it is, as we know, a good handling front-wheel drive car from standard. The question is, what is it like without the racing mod? Now, as far as where I think it could go, maybe an early 32 is what I'm going to aim for with the Integra. It may go higher than that, I'm not sure. Also, worth pointing out is this car is exclusive to the Japanese and European versions of the game. In the American versions, you get the Acura Integra, which is basically the same thing, but with a different front end. I have no idea what models of type or of just Integra there are in that game when it comes to the Acura. I think looking into the NSXs, you actually get slightly less NSXs. They're all a little bit different, so that's worth pointing out, of course, at all times. The regional differences between Gran Turismo 2 and, well, between Gran Turismo 2 and the North American and Japanese releases, and so on and so forth. They are plentiful. The whole of the differences is maybe won't surprise you, so yeah. Do your research if you want. There is a couple of resources. I particularly like the Game FAQs Gran Turismo 2 car listing form. That's the one that I do use to take a look at building all of these cars. It features stuff like how much power do they make when they're modified, regional differences. It also goes into a little bit about which cars actually have the best power to weight ratio in the game, as well as some opinion pieces from the man who wrote it all the way back in 2000 about what the best cars in the game actually are. So yes, that is a pretty useful resource for you to use. Anyways, the Integra drives like a front-wheel drive car. Really, an underpowered front-wheel drive car at that. It feels really quite heavy actually when I'm chucking it around here, which isn't hugely surprising because it does weigh like 1,100 pounds. But yeah, not hugely great. Kind of reminds me a lot of the Sprinter Treno that we had go around. That was sort of, that was it wasn't the best car in the world. I believe that's got a 33 point something. This car's going to do a little bit better, obviously. 32.800 is its current time, which will put it on the lower end of the board, but then again, you know, combination of not really much power, quite a lot of weight, and no racing mod, but you know, nevertheless, it's still not a terrible car. I'm sure you could make some use out of it if you wanted to. And of course, as you'd expect, we are going to have, there's 4 Integras in this game, I believe. In this build, we have the 95, we have a Type R version and a normal version. Of course, Type R version will be running the 95's racing mod, which is a really cool looking one, so stay tuned for that. And also, we have a 98 version, which is just this, but 1998. Anyways, final time is a 32.361, a pretty solid time actually. I wasn't expecting it to go quite that quickly on that final lap, but yeah, nevertheless, it's a cool car, it comes in a cool colour. Yeah, not the best Integra you can go for. Obviously, I'd recommend one of the Type Rs, but if it's all you can get your hands on, then it is very solid. And yeah, it all kind of came together on that final lap. Don't really see it going that much quicker. Anyways, let's go see where it places it on our leaderboard. On to the leaderboard then, and the Honda Integra SiR-G 95 goes into 116th place with a 32.361, which slots it in between the two Toyota Supras, interestingly enough. It is slightly slower than a Spoon Civic Type R as well, slightly quicker than a Nissan Silvia Case, Peugeot 106 Rally, Nissan Almera, Nissan Skyline R31 and GT-SR. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this episode of the Hot Lap Classic. Thank you all very much for watching, and until next time, farewell.